Everyone, we want a better life. We desire financial freedom and dream of a life where we can enjoy what we want to the fullest. But doesn't one question come to mind? Why do some people easily attract wealth, while others seem to be stuck in the same place no matter how hard they try? We work hard to earn money, acquire more information, and set goals. But strangely, reality often doesn't meet our expectations. What is the reason for this huge gap between effort and results? It is because we are not properly utilizing the power of our inner self, that is, our subconscious. And today, I would like to share this secret with you. It's not just simple attraction, but a way to connect the universal consciousness with the inner subconscious to create true wealth. Many of you may have heard of the law of attraction. It is said that if you believe, imagine, and act strongly on what you want, it will become a reality. But what happens when you actually try it? You attracted what you wanted, but you're not as happy as you expected. After attracting it, unexpected and bigger problems follow. Situations that are the complete opposite of what you wanted actually occur. Isn't this experience familiar to you? The reason is simple. This is because what the ego wants is different from what the subconscious desires. The ego operates based on socially learned concepts. For example, if you have a lot of money, you will be happy. If you have fame, you will be recognized. But listen, everyone, the principle that moves our subconscious operates when my true self aligns with my thoughts, emotions, and actions. True wealth is not just about money. It is the state where material abundance naturally flows into my life in its optimal form. Therefore, if you really want to become wealthy, you need to listen to the deep voice within you, not the desires of the ego. Why does money come in and go out at the same time? The material world we live in operates on the principle of duality. Contrasting concepts like good and evil, yin and yang, light and darkness ultimately exist as pairs. The reason is simple. If one of the two disappears, the remaining one loses its meaning. For a line to exist, evil is necessary. And for there to be light, there must be darkness. Since relationships are defined through each other, the two form an inseparable harmonious pair. In the end, even if we succeed in attracting what we desire, the opposing elements will inevitably follow. When one part becomes abundant, there will inevitably be a deficiency in another part. Just as one side of a scale rises, while the other side falls, the world always seeks to maintain balance. Why is it that despite affirming about money and working hard with the law of attraction, poverty seems to be attracted instead? The more you strongly desire money, the more your subconscious sends the signal that there is no money right now. The subconscious follows only one law. It only recognizes the present, meaning that when you say, "I want to be rich," the subconscious interprets it as, "I am not rich right now." Ultimately, if the words and emotions you express are based on lack, then only scarcity will be attracted into your reality. It blocks the flow of wealth. So what should we do? You must act as if you are already wealthy. Instead of saying, "I want to be rich," you should feel, "I am already abundant." The key here is emotion. It's important not just to say, "I am rich," but to maintain feelings of gratitude, comfort, and freedom as if you truly are wealthy. Do you now understand why you need to feel the emotions of being in a state of already having it in advance? To attract what we want, simply having a desire is not enough. Since the subconscious only recognizes the present, we must feel as if what we desire already exists in our lives. Only then will the subconscious begin to create the reality of having it in this moment. Ultimately, what matters is not a future wish, but a present certainty, feeling as if we have already achieved what we desire in this moment, and fully experiencing the associated emotions that is the key to creating reality. Now I will tell you the most powerful concept for attracting abundance. It is balance power. The universe has a force that seeks to maintain harmony in everything. The more you strongly desire something and cling to it, the more the universe tries to push it away in the opposite direction. Shall we look at an example? Some people work hard to earn a lot of money, but they lose their health or their relationships fall apart. Most people who win the lottery end up broke again after a few years. Many businesses seem to be successful, only to face a crisis in an instant. This is because the force trying to attract strongly stimulates the balance. However, you may have experienced that life tends to go better when you are in a state where you don't feel the need for something or have no further desires. Why is that? The reason is that the ego is deeply involved in attraction. When the ego excessively intervenes to obtain what it wants, an unintended artificial imbalance occurs. And this imbalance leads to the interference of various laws, ultimately resulting in a strong reaction. However, there is a way to avoid this reaction. It is the surrendering led by the subconscious rather than the ego. In the end, the true destination of attraction is the surrender that allows energy to flow naturally. Why is surrendering the ultimate destination of attraction? The reason is that when I let go, the force that artificially pulls or pushes away disappears. Not trying to forcefully hold on, not pushing away and allowing everything to flow. Naturally, this is the most powerful way of creation. Then a question will arise. If I don't pull or try, does the wind just come? What is important here is not the sleeping surrender, but the awake surrender. In other words, it's not about doing nothing and leaving your fate to chance, but rather about consciously organizing your inner self and creating a state that naturally accepts the flow of wealth. So what can we do? Remember the following 3 steps. Just by practicing these 3 things, the flow of wealth will start to change naturally. Step 1. Let go of the ego self and create an empty universe mind. Making money is inherently difficult. To become rich, you have to struggle to succeed. My salary disappears as soon as it enters my account. It's because of my efforts that things go well. Can I really do this? I'm better than you. Let go of all the emotions of me with fear, me with pride, and me pretending to be something I'm not. Breaking the learned patterns of the ego is the first step. Step 2. Maintain a calm emotional state. So why is calmness the answer? Because a calm emotional state is closest to the primordial state of universal consciousness. People who attract wealth commonly have a peaceful mind. They do not feel anxious or restless about money instead. They trust the flow without expectations or attachments and enjoy the abundance of the present. The most effective ways to practice this are the following 3. Be grateful. When you are sufficiently thankful for what you have now, more abundance will naturally flow to you. Spend money leisurely. When spending money, do so without feeling regret or anxiety, and enjoy it with a relaxed mindset. Maintain a comfortable feeling, whether money is coming in or going out. Be happy when money comes in and let it flow out with a light heart. There are many ways, but the easiest way among them is to evoke feelings through actions. Everything that exists in the universe interacts. No action is unilateral, it exists in a relationship, where both parties influence each other. For example, we usually think that we laugh when something makes us laugh. However, the opposite is also possible. If we smile first, we feel better and more enjoyable things may come our way. In other words, while emotions can lead to actions, actions can also create emotions. The principles of the universe are not a one-way flow, but rather occur within a constant two-way interaction. The reason why past pioneers and sages emphasized practice through action lies right here. They knew that it's not just about smiling when they feel good, but that smiling first attracts a pleasant reality. Step 3. Observe the resistance of the ego and connect with universal intelligence. We often think that we need to earn a lot of money to become wealthy, but the key principle to becoming rich actually lies in transcending the ego in harmony with universal intelligence. To become wealthy, one must first understand the resistance of the ego. The ego is like a living being, and the moment its sense of existence becomes blurred, a powerful survival instinct kicks in, causing it to struggle as if it were a matter of life and death. The interesting thing is that when the ego struggles, whether the claim is true or not doesn't matter. We have to live first. At that moment, the ego begins to whisper plausible claims based on existing notions. You're really going to get into big trouble. If you don't do it the way you've experienced, you'll fail. Isn't this a bit unsettling right now? Isn't something wrong? In this way, the ego tries to persuade us based on existing learned concepts. If we get caught up in this voice, we will never be able to experience the flow of cosmic abundance. So how can we avoid being swayed by the ego's struggles? Don't follow the whispers of the ego, just observe instead. The ego is resisting due to fear of change. I've lived in lack until now, but I will choose the flow of abundance from now on. I will accept money positively and let the universe help me. The moment I observe and confront the ego's resistance, its power begins to weaken. The reason is, the ego is not me, but rather an object of observation that I am watching. The moment we realize this fact, the ego can no longer hold us back. Everyone, what I shared with you today is not just a simple theory. This is the fundamental principle that truly attracts wealth to you. Don't try to attract it. Act as if you are already wealthy. Let go of anxiety and attachment to money and trust the flow. The process of becoming wealthy is not just about earning a lot of money, but reaching a state of mind that allows you to naturally accept wealth. At this time, the most powerful force is surrender. When I let go, the feeling of forcing money to come or fearing money disappears. Then the universe allows the abundance we desire to flow naturally. Ultimately, becoming wealthy is not just about accumulating money, but transcending the ego's limited mindset and remaining in a rich flow connected to universal intelligence. Cosmic abundance always exists, and the moment we accept it, the true flow of wealth begins. If you fully understand and practice this principle, one day, you will suddenly realize it. I have become someone who can only become rich. From that moment on, wealth will naturally come to you